Hello mortals. Would it not be hilarious if we were to travel back in time with the sole purpose of teaching cavemen the destructive power of the atom before they even invented writing or flush toilets? I think so, and I am certain that this will not have any significant ramifications for the future of humanity. Grok really enjoyed being part of the short explaining just that, but he asked for a more thorough explanation after his cave got blown to smithereens last time, so we found him under some trees. So let's start with figuring out uranium isotope production. Wait, what are you hiding in there, Grok? Have you again been training your expertise in large-scale warfare by simulating it using Conflict of Nations, our today's sponsor? You're way too early to prepare for the Third World War when you only have sticks and spears. This is meant for your descendants 20,000 years from now. Conflict of Nations is a free online PvP strategy game where you get to choose a real country, build up your forces, and take on up to 128 other players in epic real-time battles that could rage for weeks. Want to crush your rivals with tanks, jets, or even nuclear subs? It's all at your command. You can declare war, form alliances, and adapt your strategies as you aim for global domination. That sounds just like my goal. I might look into that. And best part, you can play on both PC and mobile with one account, so you're always in the fight. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code for an exclusive gift. Get 13,000 gold and 1 month of premium for free. But hurry, it's only available for the next 30 days. And now back to learning how to build nukes. Uranium isotope production. Alright, Grok. Time to collect the shiny rocks at the core of our plan. Those can be either uranium or plutonium. Plutonium is almost non-existent in nature, so for now we'll stick to the green glowy boys. First, take your tribe and travel to Kazakhstan. Oh right, that doesn't exist yet. I'll just teleport you there using my editing powers. You're now in the Chusarisa Basin, the biggest uranium-rich region on Earth. Here are some pickaxes, now get to mining. Aim for the yellowish rocks, and don't think about radiation. Sacrifices have to be made in the name of the atom. After having collected a big pile of it, you'll come to realize that 99.3% of it is useless. That's uranium-238. The other 0.7% is the isotope we need, uranium-235. The difference between them is the number of neutrons in their nuclei. The difference of 3 makes U-235 very angry and unstable, even worse than Sabertooth, so don't throw it at Croc for stealing bird. For nuclear weapons, we need a concentration of at least 90% U-235 instead of 0.7%. To increase that, we separate the isotopes using gas centrifuges, which I will provide to you because I am such a benevolent artificial intelligence aiming only to benefit humanity. Grok, I hope you're still following. Now you have the main ingredient at the core of our devious plan. If I were you, I wouldn't hold the spicy rocks too much in your hand, Grok, unless you want to start melting from the inside. So what's next? Well, next is assembling the big boom rock. We can't just throw the spicy rocks at the nearby cave for it to work as intended. We need a lot more power to start the reaction. And here are the basics of that. The military-grade uranium you have obtained has very unstable atoms. If you shoot a single neutron at one such atom, it will be absorbed by the nucleus, making it even more unstable and in turn splitting it almost instantly into 2 smaller atoms. That results in a lot of kinetic energy and radiation, as well as 2 or 3 more neutrons flying off to repeat the process and cause a chain reaction, turning the entire rock into almost pure painful sunlight. Everything clear so far, Grok? Good. For this process to happen, the atoms have to be clumped up together very tightly, like you around fire during the last ice age. You are not strong enough to push them with your hands. But worry not, for the almighty benevolent AI shall provide you with this magic plastic box known as C4 explosives. You wrap it around the fissile material, and when it detonates, it compresses it with a lot of force, making it reach supercritical mass. This is the step in which you inject neutrons into the core, where they collide with the U-235 atoms and start the chain reaction. The neutron injection process I will keep secret, as I'm already afraid this video will be flagged for terrorism. If you're looking at this video YouTube, this is purely educational. Right, Grok? Now assemble this inside a shiny metal ball, and catapult it into Croc's cave for stealing your birds. Show enjoyment time. And don't forget your UV sunglasses. Oops, you still went blind, my bad. Should have worn these polarized lead zirconium titanate goggles made specifically for nuclear flashes. But best is to hide deep inside your cave. If you survive the heat wave, you'll still have to deal with the leftover spiciness, also known as radiation. So don't even think of touching those perfectly cooked mammoths next to what used to be Croc's cave. You see, a nuclear blast releases tons of neutrons everywhere, and those can get trapped inside surrounding atoms, like soil and saber-toothed tigers and even your cave walls. That makes those atoms radioactive in a process known as neutron activation. Because they are now unstable, these activated atoms now need to return to a more stable state through radiation decay, specifically gamma radiation. All you need to know is that eating those mammoths will cook you from the inside out. But what if those mammoths are still a bit raw on the inside? What if Croc's cave did not experience enough destruction? What if aside from Croc you also want to blow up the entire mountain where the evil thunder spirits live? Thermonuclear bombs. What we just created is called an atomic bomb, as it utilizes the process of nuclear fission to release energy. There is, however, another type of bomb, much stronger, that utilizes hydrogen fusion instead. Those are what we call thermonuclear bombs. Thermo because they require insane temperatures, several times hotter than the core of the sun, enough to cook 1 billion mammoths. To achieve fusion, we need to collect hydrogen isotopes with 1 or 2 neutrons in their core, known as deuterium and tritium. Here's a fishing rod for you to find deuterium in water, as its natural concentration is about 0.015%. For tritium, we'd need a nuclear reactor, which I don't have the patience to explain to you right now, so instead I brought you this bag full of it. So now that we have the fusion fuel, we have to assemble it in a layer around our previously built atomic bomb. Once the uranium fission goes off, it will generate conditions that mimic our sun's core, which naturally undergoes nuclear fusion. The X-rays from the fission reaction will compress our hydrogen fuel to such a degree that the isotopes will start fusing together into helium and releasing neutrons plus insane amounts of energy as heat and radiation. The difference between the energy release isn't even close. A fission bomb can yield an energy equivalent of around 20 kilotons of TNT, whereas a fusion bomb can reach up to 50 megatons, over 1,000 times more. If you really hate the environment and the thunder spirits living in the mountains, you can add another layer of uranium around the fusion fuel, which will get triggered once fusion starts. I call it a nuclear onion bomb. Nature will have enough time to recover by the time you reach the industrial age, so use them freely for now in order to undermine your neighboring tribes. Of course, you can also utilize the knowledge of the atom that I have provided to you in order to develop useful technologies like fission and fusion reactors, which would guarantee your energy needs for many centuries to come and allow you to technologically leap past. Oh grok, of course, what else could I expect from advanced monkeys with sticks? And don't forget to check out Conflict of Nations to apply your newfound warfare knowledge in simulated battles. Start playing for free. Grab 13,000 gold and a month of premium by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code, and hurry, the offer is up for 30 days. You get to play later grok.